Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. I'm the Canadian Zombie Guys, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about some BO4 things that I think the game needs to be able to properly fix from Black Ops 3 to make Black Ops 4 even maybe possibly a more successful game than what Black Ops 3 was. So, for me, the big issue which Black Ops 3 had was that it was very, very, very easy. And what I mean by that is that for maps examples like Revelations, the ability to get the Apothicon Servant and the Thunder Gun together on solo made it very, very easy for high rounds. It took away that kind of competitiveness. Perks like Widow's Wine and other examples that Black Ops 3 had made the game, you know, not as hard as past Black Ops and Treyarch Zombie titles. And personally, I like these ideas. When you think about them, they may not seem that bad, but in hindsight, they almost in a way kind of ruined zombies for the idea that zombies was always meant to be a challenge. It was meant to be something that took skill, communication, and precision with a team or on solo to be able to successfully maneuver around the zombies to train, to do Easter eggs or anything like that. But then the introduction of the Apothicon Servant was introduced into Black Ops 3, and if any situation was you were in need or close to dying, just shoot down a black hole and everything around you will be okay. And in my personal opinion, I think as cool as the Apothicon Servant is for a wonder weapon, it in a way ruined zombies. And I know that's going to be really kind of controversial because, it is such a fan favorite wonder weapon. It is such a cool wonder weapon when you think about it. It looks cool, the animations are cool, and everything else about the weapon are pretty cool. But if you think about what it did as a gameplay mechanic for the game, it ruined it. And in my personal opinion, I feel that if Black Ops 4 wants to be even possibly a better game than what Black Ops 3 was, I know the bar is very high, but I feel they can do it. I think one of the big things it needs to do, it needs to be able to create that balance that zombies needs. It can't be too easy like in Black Ops 3, and it can't be as hard as World at War Zombies and stuff like that with the glitches and stuff like that. There needs to be a balance. Now, if you take into consideration aspects of the 3-hit system, personally I think the 3-hit system, as a lot of people might say, that was a big thing that ruined zombies. I personally think the 3-hit system was a great feature that needed to be added into zombies because too many times you get double hit really quickly from behind the back, you wouldn't even see the zombie and you'd be dead. You had to restart the game on very early rounds, and that was very, very annoying. Now, you could make the argument to say, oh, that's because it's skill based, but sometimes even the best players would get that, and it's very, very annoying. I think having that 3-hit system where you get hit twice, you go red, it lets you know that one more and you're out. I think that's a very good system to have, and personally I'd like to see that return into Black Ops 4, and I have a good feeling that it is going to return into Black Ops 4, but of course none of this is confirmed, so it all is just speculation. But on the topic of being a Polygon Servant, as much as it is a cool wonder weapon, I feel that it should not be added into Black Ops 4, only for the reason that it made maps like Revelations extremely, extremely easy. Now, people can also make the argument that that weapon itself didn't make the map easy. The ability of being able to dual wield, well, not dual wield, that's not the right word, I guess. Can you imagine being able to dual wield an Apothicon Servant? That'd be even more overpowered than a regular one. But I guess being able to say have a 1-2 punch of the Thunder Gun and the Apothicon Servant, I think that made the map very, very easy. And I feel that aspect of it, is what kind of, I don't know what the right word would be, kind of drew out a certain competitiveness within Revelations of the map and other maps that had similar ideas and similar playing systems. And I feel that if Black Ops 4 really wants to be a successful game, it wants to be able to do fix the wrongs that it had in Black Ops 3. I think it needs to be able to take into consideration that it needs to be able to balance certain maps and certain aspects of the way the map works. If you're going to implement systems like the 3-hit system, you need to be able to implement wonder weapons that aren't as overpowered. Yeah, I know what Treyarch's trying to do. They're trying to make zombies more open and playable to the average Call of Duty user, and that it is as itself is very, very smart. And it brings a wide new group of people to play, and that creates the community, gets more players, it makes more discussion, it makes the community a better overall place to be. And personally, I think that's great. But at the same time, there needs to be a better balance. And I feel that Black Ops 4 needs to nail this right on the head. If it doesn't nail this on the head, there could be serious repercussions on how the game is received as a community as a whole, between new players, old players, and the veterans, and everything in between, high round getters, Easter egg speedrunners, and everything else. They need to be able to have a balance between how overpowered wonder weapons are, how map mechanic plays with these wonder weapons, and everything else like that. Now, that doesn't mean to say that don't put that gun in the game. As much as I would prefer not to see a gun that overpowered in the game, I feel a wonder weapon should be only as overpowered as the Thunder Gun. I feel that's very good. I feel like the idea of being able to just not even have to worry about training, just spamming the shot with the the Gobblegums and the ideas of just being able to never run out of ammo with the Apothicon Servant, I feel that kind of makes zombies, not a challenge, and that's personally why I don't think that they should have it, but that's just my opinion. Now, if you're going to implement the Apothicon Servant, make it so that you can't deal with it, it's one or the other, and then, you take away a huge aspect of it being easy in the map. I think that would be a good idea, but personally, if it's just coming down to my opinion, don't put it in at all. As for that, I don't think the map really needs a gun that overpowered. I think the Thunder Gun would be good. Maybe be creative, think of other things you could do to make new wonder weapons and stuff like that. Don't base it off of past guns like, the Solidifier and the KT4. Do something creative and new. I'd like to see that. I feel like as overpowered as a Black Hole could get, should be kind of like what the Mark III ray gun is on Grodd Krovii. I feel like that's a very good idea. That gun was very, very balanced because up to a certain round, it wasn't as effective anymore, and I feel that makes the map really challenging. I think that's why Grodd Krovii is such a well-received map, because of the challenge level. So I feel like that's what Black Ops 4 should be going for, kind of the level of Grodd Krovii was in that aspect of how challenging it should be as a map and everything in between there with the weapons, the mechanics of the map, and everything like that. I feel that if Black Ops 4 really, really wants to be successful, they need to remove this idea of wonder weapons like the Apothicon Servant and make it more actually challenging and interactive than just having to sit in a corner and not even have to pay attention to the screen or what's going on, because you know that you're safe as long as you have the Apothicon Servant and you have enough ammo in it. But yet again, this is just my opinion on the matter, and personally, I don't know if this will be well received with you, my viewers, or with anybody else that watches it. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. I'm always curious to see how you guys receive my opinions and everything like that on the topic of zombies, so definitely comment your thoughts below. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to go in the comment section below, comment your opinion on the matter of this video, comment whether or not my opinion is valid, if it's not valid, and what you guys feel that could be implemented to make Black Ops 4 a little bit more challenging than what Black Ops 3 was, whether or not the Apothicon should be added into Black Ops 4 or any weather weapons similar to what the Apothicon was, and whether or not the Apothicon actually made Black Ops 3 a little bit more easier and broke kind of certain aspects of what zombies was always meant to be. But anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out, take care, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, guys.